friends. How are you today? So we're talking the January blues or the January blahs, or actually was talking to a client about this yesterday and he called them the January scaries. And whatever you call them, it's having that realization that we all kind of get it a little bit at some point if we are knowledgeable about it. Years ago, I had this vlog post that I called the crank mower start to the year. And there is a little bit of that when we come back from the holidays, that first or couple weeks, that first week or two of the new year. It's like figuring out, okay, where am I? What was I doing? No matter if you worked a little bit during the holidays or not, we all have a little bit of that. And then when you layer on this winter blast that we've had, it's realizing that, there's a fogginess that's happening with a lot of people. My schedule, I don't know if your schedule's the same way. The tectonic plates are shifting, and maybe some of us were a little bit more ambitious than we should have been in terms of scheduling stuff for this week, when in reality, we need to take a minute and regroup and figure out, okay, where were we? And get ourselves re-engaged, re-excited, re-passionate. Well, that's not even a word, but passionate again about what we do. Now, I love what I do. This world that I've created with authenticity in service to my clients, the books, the trainings, the strategy sessions, all the stuff, it feeds me. But it's also knowing that I, as much as I love authenticity for almost 8 years, yes, next month is 8 years, I still get the blahs. I still have to rally myself at this time of the year to get re-engaged and reignited and passionate again about what I am doing in service to my clients. Now, for those of you who are familiar with Clifton Strengths, and I'm going to kind of, even if you're not familiar with Clifton Strengths, you'll be able to follow along. I need to put, with my coach's help, put the things that matter most to me to motivate myself in front of a particular project to get it done. So for me, I love strategy. I love the learning piece of it. And if I'm not learning, I'm dying. My motto is always, I want to be better today than I was last week, last month, last year. And so stale and stagnant is not in my vocabulary. So if I feel like I'm getting stuck, stale, or stagnant, I definitely do not want to do the things that I need to do. The other piece of it is that I have high influencing. So I want to figure out, like, what is it that is going to keep me competitive, keep me in that legacy significance piece that I also am known for. Anything related to the high executing, and I have a lot of my clients that are in that high achiever mode, that doesn't motivate me. That actually drains my battery. So I have to refocus and remind myself what ultimately motivates me. Now, when I'm coaching my clients that are high achievers, it's making sure that they are monitoring and they are checking their boxes and owning every accomplishment that they were able to do that particular day or that particular week, because they continue to be motivated by it. If they're not, if they're motivated by people, it's figuring out, how do you continue to service your clients? How do you deepen the relationship? How do you deliver for their goals and their dreams and their ambitions for them to achieve? It's figuring out those motivators and knowing that sometimes you just have a day when you have the January blues, the January blahs, and knowing that sometimes you got to eat the frog. So for those of you who followed that book, there's a guy that, and I don't even remember who he is. I'll put it in the chat. I'll do that research. But someone wrote a book not that long ago about how do you have a successful day. It is about doing the thing that you don't want to do the most first. So you just get it off your to-do list. So you feel some sense of accomplishment, like you got something done. And for me, if you'll see this, it's dated December 7th. This is the thing I've been kicking the can down the road about. I need to get back with the US Patent and Trademark Office about my trademark for Winning with Whiskers. There's some to-do items that I need to do, but I don't want to do it. It doesn't make me happy. Those are just things that don't get me motivated about. But here's an accountability, and I will call you my accountability partner for the day. Um, you can hold me accountable because by the end of the week, this is going to get done. I just need to get it done so then that way I can move on with my life and know that I don't have to do that thing again. What is it about you? What do you need to do? What big frog do you need to eat today or this week? So then that way you can move to the other side. You can get into the motivation and the passion and the inertia and the energy as you start 2025 officially. It happens to us all. But if you need an accountability partner, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to be your accountability partner. You take good care, and I will see you soon.